You know, it started out ugly right away the first round, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the whole thing. We felt we won the fight. It was an ugly fight. I wish it would have went a good 12 rounds. I didn't, but I'm very happy, and I believe that I won. I believe that I'm the champ, and I'm ready to fight somebody else.
Mauricio, obviously after controversial losses to Benavides and Garcia, were you worried at all about the scorecards tonight, right before they announced them?
No, you know, I don't care about that anymore. I don't even worry about judges. I stay focused on going to fight. The judges are going to do what they want to do. I can't control that, and I just go and do my thing.
Mauricio, Hank was in here saying that he thought he won the fight. He went open for a rematch. Would you want to give him a rematch if you want to do it again?
You know, first, I feel it's my time. I want to go forward and find somebody, a bigger name. You know, I feel I deserve it. Hank's time will come soon, and maybe down the line we can do it again. But for now, you know, I want to fight a big name.
Mauricio, can you talk about training camp and just the rigors of going through training camp and preparing for this fight?
Training camp was long. You know, it was exhausting. It was probably the longest training camp. You know, the date kept getting pushed, and it was July 11th here. It was like just a lot of time. Tired, exhausted, and just wanted to get out there and fight already. And when it finally came, we were in great condition. And as you see out there, I mean, after the cut, I was still ready to go. I mean, Lundy didn't seem like he was in that great in shape. You know, he looked like he was slowing down. I don't think he was going to be able to cut it all around.
Mauricio, at any time in the fight, did Lundy hurt you? Did you feel
You know, he buzzed me a little bit with one of his shots. I think maybe it was the second round. It was a good shot. I give him that. But overall, the way the body language of Lundy, it didn't seem like it was going to last. It wasn't going to go all the way, you know. But he's a tough fighter. He seemed tough right off the start. But once I got cut, you know, and I felt comfortable after I got my frustrations out, you know, yelled at him a little bit in there. And then, you know, I just started getting a little more comfortable and saying, I could tell this guy is slowing down, and I'm going to get to him little by little before they even stop the cut, you know.
Hey, Mauricio, were you surprised that the fight was stopped the way it ended, or because of the cut?
You know what? I didn't know how bad my cut was, so you know, I knew it was dripping blood. So my corner told me it was a small cut. You know, of course they were lying to me, so I can keep going. And then they told me, they said, hey, they could have stopped it, and it would have been a no contest, you know. Earlier, but they said no. We saw that you had something going. You looked like you can take him out, and let me go out there, which, you know, I just kept opening, and it happened what happened.
Mauricio, it seemed like by the third round you made the decision to go first, to be first, to take the initiative. Was that something that you made the adjustment to do after the second round?
You know, yeah, after the cut, I said I didn't want. The thing was, I also was pulling back, wanting him to come to me, you know, and calling him out, because I knew him backing up, trying to box me, and me throwing a punch. I think it was a risk of him ducking and coming under me, maybe, you know, taking my whole eye out. You know, it was he was coming in with his head, and so I had to change plans. Either attack him on the inside or get close to him and make him come to me, but I couldn't let him, you know, bounce around and then all of a sudden jump in. You know, it was tough.
You know, you have the stigma of a warrior. You know, like no one ever questions your heart or anything. So given that fact, you know, we all know that you work hard. Did you? How do you feel having a decision that some people are going to question? You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, my whole career is tough. It's tough to explain to anybody. Anybody comes up to me, how many wins or how many losses you have. It's my whole thing is it's confusing. And now with Lundy too, what happened there? Headbutt, it got stopped. You know, I guess the way these things go. You know, I can't do nothing about it, and I don't know how my career is gonna go. It's been going up and down. And Lundy's, you know, he's been struggling himself, just like me. I think we're both similar, you know, having a tough career. And it's just weird how both of us had to end like this. You know, I had to be with a headbutt in the fifth round, had to stop it. So I guess, you know, why I came out the winner, I felt that I won, and Lundy's time will come up later on.
And Mauricio, you said you're not interested in a rematch, and understandably so. You want to move on to bigger and better things. Are there any names that you would consider fighting?
Yeah, I heard that you know, the world title is open now, and so I feel Lucas Matisse is a good match for me. You know, I matched well with that guy. I sparred him before. It was only like 3 rounds, so I saw something in him, and you know, I feel like the crowd would love to see that fight.
Are you at liberty to tell us what you were saying to Lundy during those rounds that you were going to the monitor?
Oh, you know, I was pissed. I was just, hey, what's wrong? What, headbutts? That's what you want to do, headbutts? And just calling him out, you know, hey, don't run. Where you running? You know, the guy was a big talker before the whole thing. You know, saying don't run. We're gonna go head on. And then he cuts me, and I'm bloody. And he should have came in and finished me off. You know, I don't hit hard. I'm on the ropes. Come after me. You know, he was scared, and I had to put the pressure on him. So I was just telling him, hey, come on, come to me. And of course he didn't.
Did you and Hank have eye contact after the fight? And if so, what do you think you saw?
Hank just he looked like he didn't care. You know, after the fight, when I looked across after they announced, he wasn't pissed or nothing, just relaxed, whatever, you know. But I think Hank mentally looked like he was already broken down in the fight. And I felt him mentally breaking down, his body shutting down. Even though with my cut, I still was able to get shots off and win those rounds.
Mauricio, I missed a little bit at the beginning. Did Jack Reese, to you, give the impression that he was going to stop the fight in the 5th round, or do you feel that, you know, I kept looking at the cut every round or every other round, but did he give the impression that he was going to stop the fight in the 5th or no?
No, he didn't. It was the doctor more. When he took me to the doctor, he just said if it kept coming a little closer to my nose, he was going to have to stop it. So then I started, I was getting confused. My corner's telling me it's a small cut, and then, the doctor's saying, a little more. So I'm like, what's going on? So I felt the need to just go a little bit more, put a little more pressure, but at the same time, I had to be careful. I didn't know how big it was, or another head bunt would have took my eye, and who never would have fought again.
Did you ever tell Jack Reese that you couldn't see?
No, I never told him I couldn't see. He asked me, I told him, yeah, I could see. Kept thinking it was Vaseline in my eye. I guess it was my skin hanging over. No, I told him I can see. So I went on to after the second round.
How do you feel right now?
What's that?
How do you feel right now?
I feel good. I just feel calm. Calm, and now, hungry. Thirsty, but you know what? I feel good. I mean, it's kind of like, it's the same like last year. It's kind of still bittersweet. I mean, it's like the 4th round. It's like can't really celebrate all the way, but you know what? Hey, but I guess it's the win, and that's the way it goes. And I just hope for better things, and hope maybe get a match with Lucas Matisse and straighten everything out. Maybe that'll be my moment to shine, and that'll be a great fight for the people.
Mauricio, you said this is your time. This is your time to shine. Obviously, it must feel good to end up on the right side of some scorecard. Is Matisse your main target, or is there other options available?
There's Matisse. There's always a rematch with Ruslan. I try to get what the people want, what makes a good fight. Ruslan is another tough guy. I do well with those aggressive guys. And we can do Matisse or Ruslan. And I think those are the big names right now, 140. And who knows, maybe later, maybe move up 147. But I feel I fought so far everybody at 140, and I think those guys are the left ones.
Mauricio, would you like to get a rematch with Danny Garcia down the line?
I would still like a rematch with Danny Garcia. Later on in the future, maybe move 147 and fight Danny Garcia again, just to kind of end that little thing that happened in Puerto Rico.
How distracting, if distracting at all, was it with the doctor checking your eye? Was it difficult to focus?
Yeah, it was frustrating because I didn't want him to stop it, but then at the same time, I didn't know how bad it was. And I was just, my mind was kind of just confusing all over. I was pissed off, I was still pissed off that I got head bunted, and I just wanted to go back in there and finish him off. I felt like it was either, take a risk with another head bump, but at the same time, I felt that Lundy was, coming down. So it was frustrating, but it is what it is.
How does your eye feel right now?
I don't feel it. They numbed it, so I'm good right now. So I'm just ready to celebrate.
All right, guys. Thank you guys very much. Mauricio, thank you very much.
Thank you guys all for coming, and thanks, Pele, for supporting me. We finally did it with the champions. Thank you.
Good fight, man. Good fight.
Good job. Thank you guys for coming out.